Hey everybody, this is Dan with Garden State Chimney. Today we're going to give you some Fireplace 101. We're going to show you how to open up your damper, start a fire, and good little tips and things you need to know when starting a fire in your home. Step one for starting a fire in your home is going to be to open the damper. If you don't open your damper, all the smoke's going to come back in the house. So this is a corkscrew damper. Very simply, you just turn it clockwise until it stops, and then your damper's open. So after opening up your damper, step two is going to be to make sure that your chimney is drafting. If you don't check the draft before you start your fire, all the smoke and everything can come inside the house rather than going up and out the chimney. So one easy way to see that is if you feel cold air coming down, that means that you got reverse airflow. If you feel warm by the chimney on a cold day, then it means that you're most likely drafting. But to check that very easily, you can use a lighter and see if that flame's blowing back at you, or a nice piece of stiff, dry kindling wood that you light on fire and you hold up in the chimney to make sure that it's pulling up before you actually start your fire. A blowtorch lighter works best if you just have a regular lighter. Anything, just dry wood is good to light it, and then once you get it started, you want to hold it up. If you feel this flame and the smoke coming back, it's no good. You want to keep this in there. You'll see the smoke. If it's not drafting, it'll start to blow back at you. Once you have some good draft, everything will start to get pulled up inside the fireplace. That's how you know you're good to light your fire. And we have a fireplace that's drafting. Key to starting your fire is start with small, dry wood before you start adding bigger pieces of wood and fire logs. Stacking dry pieces of kindling in a crisscross pattern is going to be your base layer. One layer going one way, the next layer going the other way. Lots of airspace in between. You don't want to stack it all right on top of each other. One piece of kindling at a time. Make sure our draft is going. Smoke and heat are getting pulled up. Then we're going to use that piece to light our kindling. It's very important to start small before you go bigger and adding logs, so you don't want to have your whole fire built before you start. Once your kindling is lit up, then you could start adding logs. If you go too big or your kindling isn't dry, you might get too much smoke. Once you get your kindling wood started, you got a good little fire going. Once you know that all the smoke is going up and out, then you start with just adding your logs. Same way that you put your kindling in a crisscross pattern. Start with 2 logs. Once they ignite, then add more. Start small, get bigger.